The final story that I want to tell you about is she didn't give me permission to use her real name, so we're going to call her Lisa. We're going to call her Lisa Laryngitis. So Lisa, um, very late in life, started getting chronic laryngitis. So her whole into her 50s and even into some of her 60s, she could speak. And so she was an executive um, in the medical industry, and then eventually just started losing her voice. And she's been divorced, Ivy League education, so she's brilliant. She's been an executive, successful, and she just wants to fall in love. And now she's losing her voice. And she's got chronic laryngitis, and she's had it for a year. And she's like, this is, how do I date? Um, so I ended up meeting her in person, and you could kind of talk to her. She would talk, and I would put my ear like very close to her, and you'd get most of the words. Like sometimes it would go to like really quiet, and other times it sounded normal, and then most of it was kind of like muffled. So you could hear her, and this is where she was going to be at for the foreseeable future. And so if you wanted to do a phone call date or even an in-person date, like it was sometimes hard to hear her. And so we created her Match account, and at the bottom we'd have a disclaimer like, I have chronic laryngitis, like you'll be able to kind of hear me. But yeah, can't do phone dates. Like it would be much better to meet in person. And she thought, like, no one's going to want to date me. They can't even talk to me. Like, this is impossible. And I remember thinking, like, ooh, this is going to be hard. And I told her, I'm like, this is going to be challenging. But if you want to go on the journey, like, you're awesome. And let's go on it together. So we did. And, we created everything we needed to get her on dates. And we started getting in-person dates. And I remember one guy just flat out rejected her. She's like, I can't handle this. Like, this doesn't work. And I remember Lisa, coming home crying and, really upset. And, there was nothing I could really do. So I listened to her and, was there for her. And then I said, can we keep going? You want love. That guy wasn't it. I bet there's a guy out there for you. And then the next two, three, four guys all didn't care about her laryngitis and liked her. And then she started getting second, third dates, fourth dates. And soon we realized that the right guys cared zero about her chronic laryngitis. And actually some of them were like really into it because they're like, got to, be part of this journey with her and like part of this perseverance. And they've got to, there was a bigger purpose of like, hey, yeah, there's some difficult things here, but we're going to work through it. And we're going to figure out a way to communicate, whether it be writing things down or other ways, or just bringing our ear close. So anyway, fast forward a bit, and Lisa meets the man of her dreams, and they've been together now for, I want to say 6 years. So the reason I'm telling you this story is no matter what the belief is or what's wrong in your head about you, everyone gets to fall in love if they're willing to put in the work, implement the right strategy, and just be consistent and go for it. So I want everyone to leave this room knowing that they are capable of having love either for the first time or again. And yeah. love all of you and want you to all know you deserve love.